All right, it is time to play, and boy, have I got a lot to show you today. First off, I think in the last video that I had collected all the materials for building this hypertube. I just built it along the top floor of the mega factory, and in doing so, it allows me just to get forward and back really quick. Now, I'd still do a lot of running around, so because I still do a lot of running around, I have a cart. And so I can put the factory cart in my hand and put it out there, let it unfold, and I can zip around. Oh, there's a workbench in it. I didn't realize there was a workbench in it. Anyway, I can zip around, and it's really cute. And I took it up and started jumping around. Well, it is faster than walking. You need to want to travel a ways before you really get into it, because it does take a little while to reconstruct it, deconstruct it, so forth, put it away. And I don't want to just leave it somewhere. I want to have it in my bags all the time. So what I do is when it comes time, I'll get out of it, and I will then just deconstruct it, put it back in my bags. Since we were here last, all of this construction has gone on. What I wanted to do is take a lot of the stuff that was going on the other side, the other end, that got to the point of being so badly crunched up that I wanted to create some space around it. So what I did here is I created a very not optimized farm to create one thing, and that was to create a motor. What's not optimized about it is that I can create stators a whole lot faster than I can create the rotors to go along with the stators to make the motor. And so you saw just in the background there for a second the rotor coming in. When you look at the assembler, you see that it's waiting for its second rotor there, where it's got plenty of stators already stored and ready to go, waiting. So I will put another rotor line on it eventually and kind of move things around. And I'll just keep optimizing that. But in order to do this one motor, you had to have metal tubes, you had to have wire, you had to have screws, you had to have rods, and you of course had to have, the raw material, the ingots, and there's more metal rods that go into the one making screws, and then you have to have iron components too to make the copper wire. So I had to have some stuff there, and that kind of brings me to this huge conveyor system I have over here. What I wanted to do is I wanted to bring the product to this side of the factory, but I didn't necessarily want to have it take up a lot of space, so I stacked it. I went ahead and took the same thing that I had built on the blueprinter and just stacked them together, and then I put another line in the bottom. And that other line in the bottom allowed me then to stack 4 high the splitters, so that every so often I have this splitter here at the end, I have the next splitter up here, and wherever it's convenient to get the particular product that is on those conveyors, I can then split it out and have it move forward. Now, what I have right on here now is coal and copper and iron ore. So those 3 that were brought into the factory at the other end were all available there. Now, I've got several things more that I want to do and take care of, but that'll just take some time. I've got a lot of emptying of the storage units that I had, and so I've got storage units emptying out here, and at this point I've just got a manufacturing unit obviously feeding into there that I need to disconnect. Yeah, all of these units are manufacturing still, and I need to go ahead and turn them off because I've got plenty of cement. Believe me, I have plenty of cement. So what I want to do is go ahead and turn all of these off. And basically I'm turning them off so that I can reposition them on my board. Now this one was making concrete also. It's already disconnected, so I'm going to then deconstruct it here, okay? And I've got the ore coming in here. I'll take care of that later. It looks like I have all of the concrete has already come out or exited the constructor there, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that constructor there. This one's still working, hasn't been told to stop yet, so I'll tell it to stop. And then I'll check it, and it doesn't have any concrete in it, so I'll go ahead and deconstruct that. And the conveyor is empty. I'll deconstruct that. And so what I'm doing in stretching all of this out along the factory is trying to get to the point where the factory is accessible. It's easy to make modifications, and at the end of the lines I have some of each of the products, so that if I'm building something and I'm missing a product, I can quickly go to a particular storage container and pick up that product and move on. I can also quickly tap into a particular storage container if I've just got too much product in there, and then run a line from the storage container just to a sink so that I can get rid of extra product that's hanging out there. So I am full up. So I really don't want to deconstruct that one until I get rid of this stuff. So let's check this one. It is empty. I am going to deconstruct that. If it doesn't have enough room in my bags, it's just going to give me another trunk. So I'm not too concerned about deconstructing these now. This one gave me a trunk over here, you see. Didn't have room for one of the items. And this one has stuff in it, so we'll want to empty that one. The second one over is this one, and it is full. And the third one over, this one is full, and this one is full. So these four all have stuff in it, and this goes to one sink, so I'm gonna take and reroute this one. Okay, that one will go. Okay, the sink. Okay, so that'll empty those in time and give me some points to spend elsewhere and get other product. Not necessarily the way I want to do that, but it's so easy and quick to make the cement. I'm not at all worried about losing all the stock that I created. You can see in the upper right hand corner that I have the logistics for and the things that I need to do. You know, the heavy frame, 100 computers, encased girders, and rubber to make the next milestone. The next thing I want to do is to go ahead and create a line that creates those computers. Now the computers are interesting in the respect that on the last upgrade I had a new item for production that has 4 inputs. It's a manufacturer, okay? Crafts 3 or 4 parts into another part. Well, you'll see that in order to create a computer I need 4 components. I'm going to go create a manufacturer, and then I'm going to build the line to feed each one of those 4 items so that we can start building computers, so that we can meet that next milestone. And I think this is going to be cool because I'm a computer geek anyway. I like to build computers. Let's see how Satisfactory builds computers. So, way cool. Let's go to the other side of my factory. And now would be a good time. The problem with that little cart is it can't jump over. It can't jump over these stupid lines that I have running through the middle of my factory. So, I can't use it. So let's put this in the hand here, and let's drop it out front here. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And let's get in it. Can't drive in a straight line, can we? Never. That's no fun. Okay. All right, let's. And good. I want the outie over there and the innie over there. Okay. And so this big one, next one is a huge monster, I imagine. So let's go look and see what. Okay, fine. And okay, I need heavy frames. And I need what is the middle there? I'm missing plastic. Okay. So let's see what it takes to make a heavy modular frame. And I can go see that in my workbench over here. What does it take to make a heavy modular frame? Okay, I have everything except the screws for that. Woohoo! I can handle that. How many of them do I need? I need 10. All right, I have 10 of them. There we go. Nice green line saying it's in line with the other things. That's cool. And I got 4 inputs over there. So, way cool. Let's stand back and look at that new beast. Oh, that's cool looking. Okay, that is really neat. All right, we are going to have it make computers. And so I need circuit boards. Plastic I've got brought up already, so I'm going to have to bring that over to our main conveyor system. And I've got screws. Frankly, it needs 130 screws per minute. That's a lot of screw input. So circuit board is going to need 25 per min. And cable is going to need to have 22.5 per min. Oh, wonderful. Don't you love that? Plastic needs 45. And screws need 130. Okay. Well, let us go see. The most difficult one is the one I've never built before. Of course, the most difficult one is the circuit board. So let's go look at the circuit board. The circuit board needs plastic and copper sheet. So I need an assembler for that because it's a 2-part. I think I want to put it right there. Yep, that worked. Good. Kind of lines up with those to there, to there. Okay, we've got the circuit board. Now I need to bring copper sheet and plastic, which means on this next row, I want to put a constructor. And I want to put the constructor right there. Okay, now I need to go ahead and get this started coming to the other end of the factory so I can funnel them in to make the circuit boards. How am I going to route this? I mean, I could just go straight through here, and I think I will. Okay. Okay. All right, so it looks like now I've been able to get the plastic to the edge of the platform over on the left. It's on the fifth one up there, so it's going to take me a little bit to get there. And what I want to do is I want to go through there, so I'm going to put a little hook, bit of a hook, and I want to raise it. Yeah, let's raise it as high as it'll go. So attach to there, come on down straight there. All right, plastic is moving. All right, good, 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 good. And so now that'll fill up until it's got its buffer full. And so now we need to get copper ingots to this. So in order to get copper ingots, we need to have a smelter just like those. And boom. We want to go here to there. Producing ingots, which are producing rolls of copper, which as soon as it has 2 will start producing circuit board and start filling up the buffer for circuit boards. All right, so the next item we need is cable. We'll need a constructor right here for cable. Okay, and that puts it right on the front edge of that. In order to make cable, it needs wire. And wire is made from copper ingots. So let's put a constructor here. Okay, we're going to configure this one to make wire. And we already have copper ingots being made here. So I want to shut this one down for a moment. This is why I create room in the middle of them, just for this purpose. Because now I need a splitter, because there's no reason why I have to have 2 smelters. The one smelter can keep them both busy enough. Put a splitter here and have it go incoming there, and that's kind of right in the middle. And boom to boom, and boom to boom, and boom to boom. Okay, there comes a couple wire, and the wire then goes into cable. And so now we've got it starting to store cable. Now we need plastic again. Okay. No, don't go too far. Okay, so we see plastic coming in there now. Now we need screws, and I am going to let the screws be brought from the truck stop. All right, we have a computer production plant, all neatly supplied with all the product it needs. Although that plastic isn't going to last long, I'm going to have to go down and get machines running down there before I get much farther. So that means I need to create some fuel burning power plants down at the base of the mountain where I extract the oil. So with this done, my power consumption is probably in deep doo-doo. Let's go check that out. Yeah, if my max consumption line was hit, I'd be breaking circuit breakers. Thank goodness it's down here, because I've got a lot of machines that are idle right now, slowly correcting that problem. But obviously I can't have a bunch of them sitting idle. So I am going to call this video. It's been cool building that computer plant. Boy, it took a lot of effort. There's a lot of inputs, but it's all working. And I did it in one video, so that's pretty cool. Please, if you liked the video, hit the like button, and please subscribe to the channel. Help us to grow, and maybe we can do some more fun and interesting things that we haven't approached yet. Look forward to seeing you later. Thanks.